Welcome back, guys. I'm really excited to do this scent of the month because I am conflicted with this scent. I just don't know what to think of it. Let's get into it. For October, we have a new scent called Have S'more Pumpkins, and we have a warmer of the month, which I will put right here. I did not get the warmer of the month. I usually don't really get warmer of the months unless I absolutely love the warmer and end up definitely wanting it to keep it for myself. Other than that, I don't have a need for it, so I don't bother getting it. So with that being said, we've actually had quite of warmers that are similar to this. I think it's gorgeous. I think the black and with like that like amber and golden color, like, oh, it's gorgeous. I just don't have a need for that. I just don't. So let's get into the scent. So Have S'more Pumpkin has vanilla marshmallows, caramel, and pumpkin spice. I had to look up something because I was like, I'm pretty positive that pumpkin actually doesn't have an actual smell. I know, crazy. I think what we all love is the spices, not the actual pumpkin. Because I was looking up, because I could have sworn I read somewhere where like even canned pumpkin is an actual pumpkin. Like it's a mixture of other things, or it's like something completely different. I thought it was yams, but when I looked it up, I couldn't find it. I don't know why I thought it was that, but I was pretty positive that pumpkin, from when I looked up, they said that it can actually have other squash mixed in with it. So pumpkin itself is actually very bland. It doesn't have much of a fragrance to it. So really what we love is everything that we add into it. All the spices. So you're going to get all the spices in this one. This is a very spicy scent. So pumpkin spice, now they show, and I'll have a photo here, but they show the pumpkin spices. So they have the pumpkin, but they also have what I believe is nutmeg, clove, and I believe that's star anise. Pretty sure that's what it is. And then you get the caramel, and then you get the base note, which is the vanilla marshmallow. So those are your base notes of the scent. So I have warmed this. I've made samples. I was snappy yesterday. I was getting some stuff done. And this is my warm review and sniff review. It's very, very nice. The spice is nice. It's very spicy and it's very strong. It's a very good, I swear there's chocolate in it. I mean, to me, I think like if I hear s'mores, I'm expecting a chocolate. I'm expecting a graham cracker, the marshmallow, the toastiness, and a chocolate. That's what I'm expecting. I swear there's chocolate in it. It doesn't say it is, but it could just be where like it's just not dominant, or maybe I think also sometimes the title itself will have stuff in it that it doesn't include it in the description because it's kind of already known. I'm assuming it's that. However, it doesn't have graham cracker. I feel like I don't smell. I smell the spice. I smell the sweetness, probably from the caramel. I don't really get a vanilla. I get more of like a chocolate. I swear I smell chocolate. When I warmed it, it was very strong. It wasn't as strong as Frights and Delights, which was this month's scent of the month, in September, and it's not as strong as, let me find it, hold on. In the Harvest collection, I know this is like off topic, but I warmed Spice Pecan Cream. Holy crap. This scent, I put 2 cubes. And it overpowered everything down here. I literally put a whole bar and 3 warmers and could not smell this scent whatsoever. I had to actually put my nose up to the warmer and I still couldn't. It was very mild. So this scent was insanely strong and it lasted forever. I felt like those 2 cubes lasted me several days and it was strong. But anyway, those are my comparisons. That scent, extremely strong. I feel like it's still in that realm of a strong scent, but nowhere near as strong as that. I was kind of like, oh, okay. This was nice. It's sweet spice. I don't really get a marshmallowy. Even when I made the samples, I didn't really get any of that. I got mostly the spice. I mean, I might get, maybe it is the marshmallow or like the vanilla that I get from underneath it. But I swear I smell chocolate. I don't know. It smells nice. It's a bakery. It is a spice scent, but it leans on a bakery spice. Is where it kind of leans into. So if you are not a fan of any of those types of scents, you're definitely not going to like it. But if you really love the fall, you love the sweet, you love spicy, you love all that, I think you would definitely really like that scent. I have not used, see, I really get the spice in this one. I have not used this yet. I don't know if I will. Would this be a weird scent to put in a bathroom? I don't know if I want that in there. But it's still not bad. I think if you're a fan, so that was the other thing I had issues, so I'm not totally done yet, was finding a scent, several scents that would be similar to this. And honestly, the only thing I could think of is maybe like a first day of fall. So if you guys are a consultant or you are a Scentsy pro and you know lots of scents that Scentsy has, I would love to know what you think. I came down to first day of fall because when I looked up the scent notes for first day of fall, there was a lot that were similar to this one. What was the other ones? Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl. The only reason why I did that one is because of the pumpkin and because of like the spices that were in it. But I really wouldn't say that they were identical. Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl is not as, I guess, dark. Like not as spice as that is. But it has similarities to it. It's sweet, but it's not as sweet as this kind of sweet, if that makes sense. They're kind of in the same realm. I guess it's the best way. I did that one. Oh man, I can't remember what the other one was because I picked 3. And I put it in my notes to look back at it because I didn't want to forget. And as you know, I did. So there we go. Spooky but Sweet was the other one, which it kind of, Spooky but Sweet has a little bit of a smokiness to it. Let me smell them together and let me compare them side by side. The only one I don't have is First Day of Fall, so I can't compare that one. Whew. Spooky but Sweet, you get the smokiness and you get like a spice in it. The smokiness really comes through. That smells nice. That makes me think of like a bonfire. This one, I would say, is a little more sweeter. It has the similarity and the spiciness in it, but Spooky but Sweet is smokier. So if you didn't like the smokiness in Spooky but Sweet, you might like have some more pumpkin. Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl. Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl to me is the more sweeter. It's way more sweeter. But the spice is there. So I would say it's kind of in that realm. Not identical. They're probably like, they're cousins. They're not related in that way. They're not an immediate family. I would say they're cousins to Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl. Yeah, this is nice. I might have to actually warm Spooky but Sweet. I wish I had First Day of Fall to compare that, but I don't have that. But I would love to know if you guys have other type of scents that might fall in that line of the scent. It's not a bad scent, but it's not something I particularly often use, but it's not bad overall. I mean, if you love fall scents, you love anything fall, and you love the pumpkin spice, and bakery sweet, spicy kind of scents, I think you would definitely like it. It's a nice scent, but it's not one that I personally am like, I need to add this in the club. So if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, feel free to drop them below, and like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.